Then he did the Christmas album.
Oh, no, I've never seen that one either. Oh, I bet that's good.
See, this is Curtis.
Don't go away. Go away!
Ingo Meyer? Wow, did you know that?
Curtis McClaw.
Yeah.
What is this?
It's a Christmas album.
Do I get t-shirts in there?
Oh, these are great. That's so cool.
No, I quit the band like 2 years ago. This was the first album that I 6 years.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
So, Dancing Fantasy, when are they going to tour again? Are they going to come? They should come to San Diego and play our anniversary.
Yeah, they should.
That'd be really
That'd be
cool.
great.
I want to have our own project. I like to
Hey, what are you playing right now?
Yeah, this is Dancing Fantasy. It's called Cry Nature, and it's from their CD Midnight Boulevard.
Dancing Fancy.
Fantasy.
Fantasy.
Yeah. The CD is called Midnight Boulevard,
Midnight Boulevard.
and the song is Cry Nature.
Right, nature.
Okay?
Hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I mean, how long have we been playing this, Greg? Five,
6
6 years?
Oh, yeah.
We still get calls on it. That's great.
I got a ridiculous sample.
That's great. I got some new stuff to bring down to you in a minute, too.
Cool.
These are great. I can't believe Kino. That's what he looks like now again.
I know. He
He got all his dreads off.
He
He got married.
got married. I know why.
Is she?
Oh, I think he switched to
Really?
he was before he was into this Rastafarian religion. This was not I couldn't
KIFM.
identify myself.
Hi, I was calling to find out, did you have a winner just give it back?
Yeah, Eddie Carson of San Diego.
Okay,
I don't want to have
good for
any
you.
Religious.
Thank you.
Okay.
But
Bye.
So now he's just changed his religion. He's probably still got a serious religious base then. Yeah. Well, when did he step out as the leader?
Oh, actually, it was. That actually started when the whole band left. Because the drummer, I don't know.
No, he's not there anymore. I saw somebody else then. Ooh, it's cold in here.
Look, here's something to make you laugh.
I don't like this stuff. Why are you hanging?
George Varga.
They're building this thing,
It's beautiful inside though. Got to
Yeah,
take
I
you to
missed it.
Just changed paper recently.
And Jeff is working with Leonard,
Oh.
who you met earlier,
Uh-huh.
the morning show producer.
Yeah, let me play you his. Forget my
That'd be
spots.
cool.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
great.
Because Leonard is a very gifted young man.
Yeah.
He scares us quite often, and just his talents are just unbelievable. He's continuously amazing us.
He really needs to be on stage someday instead of working
Yeah.
at a radio station.
Well, and now that he's been doing the morning show, we've been bringing in a lot of artists to play during the morning show and stuff.
Mhm.
He's making a lot of connections,
Yeah.
and it looks like most of the work he did earlier with Jeff has been pretty much, Elliot. This girl is really hot on sax. Her name's Lauren Newman.
Uh-huh.
Bill Evans, I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Uh-huh.
He's a sax player.
Right. Uh-huh.
Miles Davis kind of discovered him when he was about 22
Oh.
and hired him to play in his band.
Yeah.
He's wonderful. In fact, and what I do is I just, I listen to all the music and then I pick out what I think my boss and I will agree on and like, and then we have a meeting, talk about the music, categorize it, because every song goes into a specific category. There's my categories: your primary jazz currents, jazz vocals, so everything breaks down to a category. And then when you add it, like this, I just added to B. So we'll this one. This is the one I just added. I'll type it in, and then I give it the time, and sound and gender specifics. Like this is a sax with heavy bass and percussion.
I see.
And it's sexy but kind of funky. And then a little later in the song, it has a Matheny type vocal, you know, you know. And then the tempo and the power and day partying. A means it plays any time of the day, but if you go into the day partying codes, you see that you can do a lot.
Yeah.
You can take it, make sure it doesn't play, because some stuff you just won't work in the morning, it's too slow. Some stuff you don't want to play in the middle of the day, it's just jamming, funky stuff. So we can really make the music fit the time of day, and that's the way we like to do it. Now, a lot of stations don't do that. They just play. If they can play in the morning, you can play in the middle of the day, and that limits them to what they can play, I think. They can't experiment and expand. Like, at night, the station sounds totally different than it does during the day. I'm just glad I work with a station that gives me a lot of freedom and lets us really work with a lot of these different artists instead of, you know, being so cookie cutter. Only play the pop stuff that sounds good all the time, you know. Then I just go through the day and make sure that the sound of the station is smooth, but it changes so it doesn't try to get it back into maybe a more urban groove, because that's definitely more of a Latin feel, you know, with the flamenco guitar, and Bosch is kind of like that bossa nova sound. So I'll just go through the day. Try to make sure your hour is split up with some currents up at the top and some currents down at the bottom, so you don't want to play too many currents in a row because they're not familiar to the to the audience. Because this is a hard format to program because you don't have familiarity to deal with.
Right. Exactly.
A lot of the stuff is very new, and when people hear stuff that's new, sometimes they don't catch it right away like you do if you have a familiar ear with this music. So you don't really get a lot of chances to hook them. So you got to make sure that if you do go out there with something that's different, that you come right back to something that's familiar to keep them, to make them feel at home. And then all the little clubs around there have bands too.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. My writing's hard to decipher. But I didn't get hired because I write pretty.
Looks like Dr. Kelly.
Yeah.
Heilig Meyers sehen.
Kommt doch irgendwann rechts, ne?
Ja, das ist ein kleines Stück weiter hinter der Freeway. Das ist der ein Fokus, ne?
Ja.
Aha, da haben wir ihn, das Girl. Heilig Meyers.
Is from the new Sting, Mercury Falling. Blue Nights, Soul Family Sensation, Jonathan Butler, Al Jarreau, all coming up for you in just a flash.
Humphreys concerts by the bay.